Hey everyone, Shawn Clement here with Savannah.
Hey everyone.
And we have an amazing session today, and this is something that we're polishing with you on a regular basis in our sessions here.
Yeah.
And it's really starting to bear some good fruit. So for many of you who have a tendency to try and lift the ball, and you have a little bit of too much of an upward angle of attack, and you feel like you're scooping the ball too much, well, to get proper lag and to get proper hip clearance, you need a really good task, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to give you 2 tasks in this video which are really, really going to help you out, because they're helping Savvy out and they're helping a lot of our students. So we're going to talk about the first one, which is if you're a SWAT officer and you got a battering ram, right? So go ahead and hold your battering ram. So let's say this sucker was really, really heavy, and you had a door frame right over here, and you're going to take that through the door frame.
Yeah.
So show me your backswing. So notice how she's carrying a lot of range of motion into the backswing. So her whole backside is facing the door. However, imagine the door is this way, Sav. So show them down the line what that looks like. So notice her back is to you, but look where the battering ram is. So go ahead and go through. See, I'm not even worried about where I am, because she's taken that battering ram right through the door that way. So if I tried to pull you in this direction, no problem. Right? So face back the camera. Backswing. So pull against me. Look at how solid that is, just inside. So the weight is on the inside of that left arch. It's like a suction cup, right? So if I let go, where are you going? I wouldn't do that to you. So now, use the weight of that battering ram to drive through. Boom. Now, notice on the other side, pull against me. Look at that. See, she's ready. She's never on the outside of her feet. Everything's already, condensed on the inside of the feet. Notice how the arms are still fully extended. Why? Because there's nothing to collide against. You have a free motion.
Yeah.
So imagine you're ramming this way now. There you go. So out of the way. Boom. Keep going. See, look how gorgeous that motion is, back and through. So you feel like everything's driving through the door.
Yeah.
If you were to turn this way, all you're going to do is give it a scratch.
Yeah.
Right? You can see how it's going to glance across.
Yeah.
So now in the golf swing, how does that translate? So here's your eye blade.
Thank you.
Take your setup with the golf ball. So the golf ball, let's say there's a door frame that extends up from the golf ball. Notice how you're already through the door frame. See that? So do a backswing and stop. Now come on down in slow motion. And what we're doing is we're driving. There's the battering ram here. So it's an extension of her grip. And she's driving this through the door.
Yeah.
So notice how the elbows are out in front of her. And as you're coming through, what are your hips doing?
Clearing.
Do you feel how those hips have to clear?
Yeah.
There's no other way of going about it, right? So it falls, so the arm club unit falls through the door frame first. Now hold it right there. Do you feel how the club wants to get yanked down from there?
Yeah.
And this is where so many of you kind of wig out, right? Because you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to miss the ball.
Yeah.
And you don't realize that from here through here, it's like a millisecond or less. So take that backswing and stop. Come on down into the ram. Where's your weight? You guys see that? Right up against that forward leg. You feel those hips already clearing?
Yeah.
So your pelvis and rib cage are already in the process of clearing, and the last thing coming into the ball is there. Now, go toward the wall there. Right? Do the same thing. So see how her hips are clearing, the pelvis and rib cage is clearing, but her club is still coming from the inside. It's going to collect there, and release out into the picture, right?
Yeah.
Good. So now, the peak speed is where?
Out there.
That's when your club head finally catches up with the ram, right?
Yeah.
So you're coming through, and then the club collects the ball here and releases the ball out there. And we'll get that into in a second. So let's see you hit a couple of shots. So you got your target.
Yep.
What's the feel that you're going to send out there?
Heft.
That heft of that battering ram, right?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah. You could hear the compression on that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, baby, look at you. So, there's your stock blade 7-iron, not your super 7-iron.
No.
You know, if you haven't seen her hit her 7-iron 170 carry with a towering 120 feet in the air, right? I gotta still give you props on that one. So beautiful path from the inside. Face is 4 degrees closed to that path. Beautiful high launch right there. So you came in pretty level.
Yep.
Nice little draw. So if we look at, that was just a hair on the, that was really well struck. So just a slight bit toward the toe.
Yeah.
So that's 160 carry. And the spin on that was almost 6,000 RPM. Really good. And your height is 120 feet in the air, which is phenomenal. Look at that descent angle, 51.2 degrees.
Yeah.
It started 3 degrees left, which means you stuck with your target, right? And you had 700 revs back. So you ended up 7 feet to the right of the pin. That is glorious. That's a glorious golf shot.
I will take that.
Absolutely. So when you're using that battering ram properly, it feels very much like a hockey wrist shot. So for you hockey players out there, and you know, what I like about, you know, in hockey, a lot of you are very strong and burly.
Yeah.
And so when we're taking that puck from over here and we're doing a little wrist shot, so we're collecting from here, we're putting some pressure on that stick, and you're releasing out there. So there's very much collect and release, you know, feel about that. So when you're doing that battering ram, come on over here. Right? So if I put this hockey stick right there, there's your door frame. So go to the top, come on down, let that battering ram come through. See where her hands are? Good. So doesn't that feel like you're squeezing the ball there? And show me where you'd release. Exactly. So you feel that peak speed is going to be out there.
Yeah.
So we're using the weight of the battering ram. Boom. And then right there, gravity's pulling down hard. So we're collecting here, releasing there. So notice that release, the weight of that club is releasing itself over, right?
Yep.
And into that picture.
Yep.
So let's see a couple more shots. Use the heft of that ram to deliver. Awesome. Another beauty. Just a little more to the right that time. Caught a piece of the green, but man, 162 carry with a blade 7-iron. Just super. So you can really see the heft in that shot.
Yeah.
So now let's see you use that battering ram and deliver it a little lower under that target. All right.
Could have gone lower, I think.
Another beauty. Pardon me?
I think I could have gone a little bit lower.
Okay,
But I'll
let's do that
take
again. Good. Yes.
That was the one.
Exactly. So let's see how much lower you just hit that. And look at the freaking distance on that. Amazing. This is going to be a good season for you, Sav.
I'm excited.
So, beautiful path again. Face is a little close to that. Beautiful draw. So, you know, slightly down. Nice launch angle right there. Your club speed is almost 90 miles an hour with that 7-iron. So 163 carry, and you're 20 feet to the pin at a height of 113 feet.
Yep.
So, I mean, that is really, really solid stuff.
Yeah.
Best of all, what was your strain level on that?
Not high at all.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, you would say it was under 5?
Yeah, for sure.
So easily under 5. And what would you say the compression and velocity was?
Like a 7, 8.
There you go. And those are the numbers that we're all striving for. So when you're using the heft of the arms, and the last thing I wanted to mention in that drill, go ahead and set up. Go to the top of your backswing. We'll put a ball down here for you. Okay, now, if you let the arms fall from there, can the club go this way?
No.
No. So you're using the heft of both arms. There's your battering ram, and you're falling through the door frame with that.
Yeah.
Boom, right? So
Yeah.
notice how everything's got to clear, everything's got to shift right there. So she's engaging that kinetic chain. And I'm going to put a little slow motion swing of her so you can really see how she engages that kinetic chain beautifully. And all you're trying to do is use the heft to perform your task, right?
It's a good reminder for like effort level.
Yeah.
Because when you're letting the weight of your arms and club do the work for you, then everything falls into place.
Right. So, I mean, you're not going to do something like this. So when you let it fall, you're letting it fall through the door frame. So that's the goal of this, right? So your vision is you got your ram and it's busting through the door and out towards the target.
When you really let it fall, you can actually feel the proper
heft.
release in the heft,
There you go.
rather than trying to force it.
Then popping a rib trying to squirt it out there.
Yeah.
Awesome. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Subscribe.
Comment.
Comment. Bell.
The bell.
Okay,
Click the
see,
bell.
I gotta rely on the youth today to do
Give
this.
it a
right?
like.
Give it a like.
Give it a share.
Give it a share.
Yes.
But it's a good thing I have you with me, you know, because
I remember everything.
Nobody ever hears me say that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we really appreciate you supporting the channel. Thank you so much. Hope you're having some great holidays, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.